It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And the spotlight is on George Kittle. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the 49ers and the Cardinals on Monday Night Prime Time.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers...
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Touchdown! Ray McLeod with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It has been about as to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Well, we've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game.
And that was an example of catching a team off guard because it really paid off for them. They weren't ready for that at all. I know they weren't ready to try and catch him because once he hit full stride, that was going to turn into a big play, and it did.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, nice move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. From 19 yards away. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On the sneak is Garoppolo, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. A yard here to the 38.
Now this game, of course, held at the fabled Estadio Azteca, home to the Mexican national soccer team, home to 2 World Cup finals, including Diego Maradona and the Hand of God goal in 1986. Look it up, kids. This is the final of 5 international games for 2022, as well as the 5th time a regular season game has been held here. The Cards and Niners actually played in the first of those games back in 2005, a 31-14 Arizona victory in front of an announced crowd of over 103,000.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He's got Ayuk once again.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Garoppolo looks to throw.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
Touchdown 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get through. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger. And carry into the locker room.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball that coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Cardinals ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
On this play to move the sticks.
Garoppolo now.
Open man is complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Play action. Garoppolo. He's got him in. Complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. George Kittle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here we go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means...
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. you better be ready to play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey to the 43, 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the 49ers, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for Arizona,
It's Madden NFL 23, and the spotlight is on George Kittle. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the 49ers and the Saints, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo.
Well, same target, same result. It's Kittle.
Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, it's Garoppolo. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
McCaffrey on the counter. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
This defense for the Saints, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Landry now on the return. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Garoppolo on first down.
Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. Gain 2nd and 2. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 10 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Got an open man. It's McLeod. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row. First down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
21, 21. Here we go. White.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown! Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass in his first half. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
In the second quarter and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and cover.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And right side, they're going to go option here. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Now Garoppolo.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Garoppolo.
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Gould is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, try to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him. Even defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the 2nd half. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning.
Here we go.
Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And some room to work. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And the thing that stood out to me was his...
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. And right side, they're going to go option here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
96 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That 2nd down play nets a -4. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo.
And the Niners have opened the lead up to 30. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, we are in the midst. One-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in Newport, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Go ahead.
They'll look to throw here.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The sneak doesn't quite get him there. He gets 2. Now it's 4th and a yard. Garoppolo, quarterback sneak. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert
And that'll keep the drive alive. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Hitting Samuel on the slant.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Garoppolo looking to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
They'll get it inside the 20.
A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Here we go.
On the sneak is Garoppolo, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Hey, at least they were running the ball on the final play instead of trying to throw it to rub it in, but they still got in the end zone. I kind of blame that, though, defensively. They were just kind of not even willing to stop it.
Yeah, they had an opportunity, but I think they looked at the scoreboard and said it doesn't matter either way, and that probably affected them on that play, and they ended up giving up one more score.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the spotlight is on George Kittle. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the 49ers and the Dolphins, and it's coming up next.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014. Stadium here. Nothing on the scoreboard. 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. Runs over it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Niners need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. One of the key. The 49er offense set to get this drive under. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Hey, come on.
Garoppolo looks to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. The numbers from last week. 11 carries, 138 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an all. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, everything right now. Side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. 3rd and 2, and they go quarterback sneak. I know they got it. I have to believe the head coach has said, this is 4-down territory for us. We're going to try and pick it up no matter what.
I'm thinking the same thing, because in a sneak, you only think inches, a foot, maybe 2 full yards. That's tough to get done.
Yeah, normally 3rd and 2, that's quarterback draw, not quarterback sneak.
Here we go.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Garoppolo.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. On first down, Garoppolo. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Here we go.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Week 13 here in the NFL, first weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The CD here, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. Now Garoppolo.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jennings. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a run.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
With career touchdown number 75.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Play action. Garoppolo out to his left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. They find some open field here. A little juke. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
68 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jennings. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking it.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Niners, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.